Woe betides a man who can explain everything about his lifting. It's not God that lifted you. Whether political, there must be a gap that only the signs of God can fill in your story. There must be, if it's God, no matter how you calculate it, there must be a space where you will tell people, honestly, this is where I stop. I don't know how this.
Welcome once again to Worldchangers TV channel, and straight to what we have for you. Pastor ATANG EZEKIEL, who pastors a church in the city of Uyo and who has gone to be with the Lord. Before you begin to spread stuff, before you begin to raise questions in your heart, please be very careful of what you say, and don't just talk. Don't just give questions like, okay, what's happening, what's going on, what happened to the pastor. Just calm down, because the goal of this video is to give you in-depth knowledge about all that happened and led to the demise of this wonderful great man of God. He is someone we really respect in the body of Christ. We love him. We've known him for years now, especially in the area of family life. He has been a blessing. He has been a blessing. Pastor Ezekiel has been a blessing, and is still blessing lives. I strongly even believe that his materials, his messages, his books, even after his demise from here on earth, is still a blessing. Such a wonderful man of God. Of course, the video you could see on your screen, that's the governor of IBOM state paying a condolence visit to the great man of God's family. Such a great man, such a great man. We will all miss him. We will all miss him. And also the church has also confirmed this message, like they have confirmed the demise of this great man of God. Now, the question is, first of all, we need to tell you about the biography of this great man of God. You need to know his biography first of all, and then we move to the cause and what led to his death. Okay, he's from IBOM state. He's from a town in IBOM state, and he started this work about 15 years ago. The name of his ministry is God's House of Refuge. This work started about 15 years ago, and please note, before this work started, he has been serving under a spiritual mentor for about 15 years. He worked there as a pastor. That was an Eket in IBOM state. For those that know IBOM state, we know the town whose name is Eket. He served there, and he was faithful. He served the Lord all the day of his time, and before he left and started his own ministry about 15 years ago. So he was in ministry for about 30 years. He was in ministry for about 30 years. Yeah, thank you. All right, so that's a little about him. And then his wife, that's Dr. Dara. She's a medical doctor. Yes, she's a medical doctor, and he has 3 children whose name are Levi, Olive, and Ephraim. These are the 3 children he gave birth to, and the Lord has been keeping every one of them. Now, let's move to the cause of his death. We were told the Friday morning he left for ONITSHA. He had administration over the weekend. That's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. He had administration in ONITSHA. And of course, we all know ONITSHA is in Abia State. Yes. So before he traveled, he felt pain and he was tired. He felt the need that he had to rest. Okay. So immediately, as it was reported, it was said that he promised himself that, okay, after this administration, after this weekend, there would be a need for me to take a rest. That's Pastor Ezekiel now. Told himself that there would be a need. Immediately he's back from this missionary trip to ONITSHA. After preaching for about 3 days, there would be a need for him to rest. But the way God planned it, or the way it came, he couldn't come back. And he ministered the Friday powerfully. He ministered also the second day. But something happened on the 3rd day. What happened was that pastor was tired. Imagine on a Sunday, he was tired up to the extent that he couldn't finish his preaching, he had to just preach a halfway and quickly whispered and signaled to the host, "Hey, man of God, please, you need to take over." And that was how he had to stop the message, and he rested his head on the chair. Just imagine, first of all, he had to sit down and preach. Imagine your pastor preaching on a chair on Sunday. That's to tell you that he was already a little bit feeling somehow not so cool, probably his head or something or thereabout. So he rested his chair and was very tired, and he got to his hotel, and he said he felt a chest pain. Oh boy, that's serious. And believe me, and we begin to hear rumor on Sunday evening that he's in coma. But on Monday morning he gave and on Sunday, not Sunday now. Immediately on Monday morning, he gave the ghost, as earlier said, and he died totally. And because of where he went to preach, because I think there's a rule for sit at home whatsoever, and sit at home just like a coffee, not really coffee, but sit at home whatsoever stuff happening in Abia. His corpse was transferred to AKWA IBOM State, that's in Uyo, on Monday evening, even though the driver has reported had to just use some shortcuts and just to ensure that pastor's corpse was taken back to you. And of course, as you can see, one thing most people don't know is that Pastor Ezekiel ATANG is a spiritual son to Dr. Pastor Paul Enenche. Yeah, the mentorship of the father-son relationship has been for close to 15 years. Yes, just immediately was about starting God's House of Refuge in Oyo. That was when the Lord led him to Pastor Dr. Paul Enenche. And of course, he has been a blessing to them. That's why Pastor Paul Enenche had to pay him a visit. What a fatherly love. I love that. I was so touched when I saw Dr. Pastor Paul Enenche. And Dr. Pastor Paul Enenche is an action man. Of course, it's a very bad news to him, but you need to be there for your son. Even now, he has gone to be with the Lord, and now the family, he had to give them a condolent visit, and he did as expected. He encouraged them with words and said the Lord will be with them and the Lord will keep them. And also, people you could see are the ministerial friends of this great man of God, Pastor ATANG EZEKIEL. That's the likes of Reverend Godwin Haba. He's a son of Dr. Pastor Paul Enenche, also in the city of Abuja. Now, Reverend Dr. Intia, also, which is in Akwa Ibom State, is a very close brother and friend of Pastor Ezekiel ATANG. He had to follow the great man of God to their house to give them a condolent visit. And of course, it's such an everything for us, because we are really feeling for the family and the children and the church of God. But we'll definitely know that he has gone to be with the Lord, and the Lord will preserve his family, and the Lord will preserve the church of God also. He is a pastor that we will never forget. He is a blessing and international relationship expert. He is a blessing to us when it comes to relationship and family life. We would never forget him for that. His books, we would never forget it. They will keep blessing lives and impacting lives. Thank you guys for watching. Please ensure, if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, ensure you do so. Also, please ensure you like, ensure you comment, and ensure you share. Thank you for saying hi to us. God bless you. See you next time.